Welcome to the Bitcoin Transition. Bitcoin Essentials Course Module 2, Lesson 3. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This course is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Pause the video here if you'd like to read the full disclaimer in detail. Best practices for Bitcoin privacy. Bitcoin is powerful. It gives you control over your money without banks or middlemen. But here's something most people don't realize. Bitcoin is not anonymous. It's pseudonymous. Every transaction is recorded on a public ledger, the blockchain, where anyone can trace the flow of funds between addresses. That means your activity can be linked back to you, especially if you've used cozy exchanges, reused addresses, or failed to follow basic privacy practices. Why Bitcoin privacy matters? Let's be clear. Privacy is not about hiding something wrong. Privacy is about protecting yourself from surveillance by corporations, governments, or malicious actors. From theft, because wealthy addresses can be identified. From financial censorship, especially in authoritarian regimes or politically unstable regions. When you use Bitcoin without thinking about privacy, you expose your financial life to anyone who knows how to look. And unlike traditional banking systems, there's no legal firewall between you and the rest of the world. Your transaction history is out there forever. How to improve Bitcoin privacy? Now let's talk about what you can actually do today to enhance your privacy. Start at the source. If you buy Bitcoin on a KYC exchange, like Coinbase or Binance, your identity is forever tied to that Bitcoin. Every transaction from that point forward is traceable to your real-world name, email, ID, and address. Instead, use peer-to-peer platforms like RoboSats, BISC, or HODL HODL, where no personal information is required. Or better yet, earn Bitcoin directly for your work. The more you can stay off the fiat to Bitcoin grid, the more private your Bitcoin life will be. Avoid reusing Bitcoin addresses. Think of a Bitcoin address like a public inbox. Once you use it, especially if it's linked to a KYC exchange or public donation, that address becomes permanently searchable and traceable. Always use fresh addresses for each transaction. Most wallets support this automatically, but make sure you're enabling it. If you're finding this helpful, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. It might seem small, but every like, comment, and subscriber helps boost the algorithm and spread this message further. Everything here is shared freely, with the hope of bringing more peace and prosperity to the world through Bitcoin education. Your support truly makes a difference. CoinJoin is an anonymization strategy or method, whereby combining your transaction with others to make the flow of funds harder to track. You can use wallets like Wasabi Wallet on desktop, Samourai Wallet, and Whirlpool on mobile. These tools mix your coins with others, helping to obscure your transaction history. If you've ever withdrawn from a KYC exchange, this is a must. It breaks the trail between your known identity and your current stack. When it comes to Bitcoin privacy, one of the biggest mistakes people make is consolidating all their funds into a single wallet. This may seem like good housekeeping, but it's actually a huge privacy leak. That's because every Bitcoin transaction is recorded on a public ledger, and when you combine all your coins into one place, you create linkability. That means surveillance firms can trace your past transactions, your identity, and even how much Bitcoin you own. So instead, spend from the wallet that received the funds. Don't funnel everything through a central wallet. Think of it like your real-world finances. You don't use your life savings to buy coffee. You use a separate account for day-to-day spending. The same principle applies to Bitcoin. Here's what that looks like in practice. Use a Lightning wallet for everyday payments. Apps like Phoenix, Moon, or Breeze are excellent for fast, semi-private transactions. Use a cold storage multi-sig wallet for your long-term stack, ideally air-gapped, with geographically separated backups and no ties to your identity. And before sending any Bitcoin from a KYC exchange, run it through a CoinJoin protocol like Wasabi or Whirlpool to break the link. Remember, privacy is not about hiding, it's about maintaining freedom in a world where every transaction is watched. By separating your spending and savings and avoiding wallet consolidation, you make surveillance expensive, unreliable, and ineffective. And in the Bitcoin economy, that's how you become unbreakable. If you're finding this valuable, you'll love the full Bitcoin Essentials course, completely free, over at thebitcointransition.org. Inside, you'll get structured lessons, downloadable resources, bonus content, and everything you need to start living on a Bitcoin standard. Head to thebitcointransition.org and get started today for free.